How do you know if your kids trust you? And do you actually trust your kids? I'm Veenu Keller. It's time to redefine parenting and give your kids a childhood they won't have to heal from. I'm Veenu Keller, and today we're going to talk about trust. Trust is something that is the foundation of all relationships. Not just with you and your business partner, not just with you and your friend or you and your partner, your spouse. It's also with our children. How are we building our trust with our children? Trust is definitely two ways. One of the ways that we want to trust our children is when they tell the truth, right? What about our children trusting us? Do they trust us that we're going to follow through? Do they trust us that we're going to be consistent? Do they trust us that we're going to actually listen to them without judgment? This is what the trust has to come to when we're talking about the child-parent relationship. If this resonates with you, if it makes sense to you, just give me a thumbs up. When I am working with children, I'm going to tell you the number one issue I have with kids from the ages of 10 to 20. They don't trust their parents. They don't. And it's interesting because I was a single mom for many years and I've raised my children. Two of them are 28 and 23. And I always thought that they trusted me, that they told me everything that they were going through in school. I was wrong. They didn't. I found out a lot more after they became adults and they didn't live with me anymore, maybe because they felt a little bit safer that I wasn't going to ground them because that's what I used to do. And what I really found out from them is that there was not a trust that I did not judge them. They felt very judged by me. How I found this out, my child and I were going to go to his older brother's house for Thanksgiving. And I kind of assumed that he was going to go with me because we go every year. And he said, "Why would I want to go with you?" I'm like, why would you not want to go with me? And he says, "What, to be judged all day?" I said, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, you're so judgy." I'm like, me? Judgy? And at this time, guys, I'm a coach. I'm coaching your kids. And here my own kids telling me I'm judgy. How am I judgy? All he can remember is growing up and how I criticized him. I told him all the things he was doing wrong. And here I'm thinking, I'm saying like, you can do better. Like that's me encouraging them, right? No. I took the trust away from him to actually come to me and share with me what was going on. He hid things from me because he didn't trust me. He didn't trust I wouldn't judge him. That was a huge lesson for me to learn. And it was a great lesson because now I can come and help you guys as well to build that trust. One of my clients says to me, "I don't trust my mom." I said, "Why don't you trust your mom?" He says, "Because she doesn't follow through. There's nothing that she does that follows through." I can ask her, I say, "Mom, on Tuesday, I need you to pick me up and I need to go to the library because I have this report I need to do and I'm meeting some friends there to do it." She says, okay, I'll do it. Tuesday comes, he gets picked up from school and he's going home. And he's like, "What is going on?" And they had somebody that picked him up. So he texts his mom. He's like, "I said I had to go to the library." And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I asked my client, I said, "How did that make you feel?" He says, "I'm used to it." He's like, "But this is why I don't trust my mom. She can't even remember a simple place I need to go, which is only 2 days before. I told her 2 days ago I needed to go there and she couldn't remember that." Do you know what that also does though? It takes away his ability to know that he's enough to his mom because his mom doesn't forget to go to work. His mom doesn't forget to go grocery shopping. But yet when it comes time, she forgets that he had to go somewhere and meet his friends. It takes away from their trust. It takes away from them knowing they're good enough. So us as parents, we can actually redefine this parenting. All we need to do is get more curious. We need to ask more questions. We need to set reminders for ourselves. And honestly, that was a strategy I gave the parent. I said, to move forward, what I would like you to do is, do you use a calendar? What organization system do you use? Like a hard calendar on your phone? What is it that you use? And the mom says, oh, I use my calendar on my phone. And I said, great. Is it possible that when any of your children, because she has 4 of them, say, I need to do this on this day or I need to do that you immediately pull out your calendar on your phone and you set it as a reminder? That way, you also know that you're able to follow through and you're able to give them the trust that they're looking for. Can you imagine stacking up with the follow through, the consistency, the non-judgmental, how much trust you'll have with your children? And you'll also be able to start to trust them because they're telling you more. They're not hiding from you. They're being more open with you. And so when things aren't getting done that you asked them, they're not making an excuse or lying about it. They're actually telling you, hey mom, this came up and I wasn't able to do it. And I apologize because I know that you wanted it done and I'm going to do it this time. What type of a relationship would that build for you and your children? Just to have that family trust between you guys. It is so valuable to have that foundation of trust between you and your children. It also leads us back into that celebration. A few videos ago, I talked about celebrating your children. Can you imagine how much more celebration you'll have when there's more trust in your family? Thanks.